red.
Yeah,
this was their map choice, coming in as the higher seed, soon on that Tracer as always, and we'll see if they can just bull rush their way into the point. Mickey up front early on that D.Va, not going for the Soldier 76 today. Apudo on the Sombra. Found some success with it yesterday, but they are backing up as France comes in.
They're going to de-suit Mickey nearly immediately too. Apudo trying to fall back, and Titawat actually getting a kill onto Nox, but AKM bouncing back, and he's just going to fall back and fire into the point right now, see if he can get some of those longer sight lines.
Yeah, France pretty scattered at this point. Apudo just kind of hiding out in the room there. He's going to eventually be taken down. Panties falls as well, and it looks like France is going to get a pretty quick point A.
Yeah, they're just going to come back around too. You can see them actually waiting for Nico to come around the side to see if they can get him a little bit closer to that charge, considering he was almost getting his mech back.
Yeah.
So that's great communication from France and the kind of coordination we expect from this world caliber team.
Well, soon just kind of being a one-man army on that Tracer, way up ahead of his the rest of his team. But you know, if nobody can stop him, why not?
One thing we're going to have to watch today, though, was Thailand really struggled with keeping their supports alive yesterday. Kurlos and Panties frequently dove. Now, so far, that hasn't been the case, but need to make sure that they're not getting those flanks, and Titawat actually coming in with the nano boost.
Yeah, they're going to give him the nano boost, and we'll see what he can do. AKM does go down courtesy of Apudo, and it looks like Thailand maybe has stalled France out for the moment, but they're right on the cart again. They didn't actually get a lot out of that ultimate. Now, the Transcendence coming in from France. They've got a couple more ults to pair with this. Thailand, of course, falling back a little bit. There's the sound barrier.
And that's a great
immediately.
EMP.
Oh, Apudo with the great timing on the Sombra out. Clears the shields. Doesn't seem to really phase France too much, though.
Well, unfortunately, he actually didn't hit the soldier, so AKM with the tac visor still able to pop that. So a little bit sloppy there on the support ultimates from France, but ultimately it doesn't look like it's going to matter very much.
And normally you can't just kind of walk forward throwing out support ultimates willy-nilly like that, but
well,
hey,
you know,
if it works, it works.
Well, we've seen Rogue lose matches, as Flame was alluding to over in Apex. A lot of it was that they, you know, teams would simply disengage when they tried to engage with a defensive ultimate, like we saw with the Transcendence, but
yeah,
not actually too effective there for Thailand. Couldn't quite pull it off.
Up NZNR can get the stick on the... Well, okay, let's just stick the soldier's head. Ooh, that may have been eaten, actually. Nico was right there. Mickey with the double kill on the self-destruct. Classic Mickey move right there, and with the sound barrier, maybe they can push France back a little bit more.
Really just need to clean this up. AKM getting chipped as he backs off, but
okay,
Nox will be there with the bubble to save his life, and France still putting a lot of pressure forward here in spite of having very long walkbacks from spawn.
Yeah, Thailand sitting on the point right now, trying to keep France from getting to the payload, and with no ultimates to work with on the France side right now. They've got a couple seconds until they've got those up, and they can push forward. And those couple seconds have elapsed. Here we go. Oh, they're going to put the nano boost onto Titawat again. Looking for some kills, but that Transcendence is going to deny. Well, I was going to say it was going to deny a lot of damage until Zenyatta decided to move away, but it's not enough. That is a heartbreaker.
That's
oh,
rough.
Man.
So close to picking that up, but instead France is going to get a huge win out of that as they really waste the nano boost coming in from Thailand.
Titawat is going to wake up in a cold sweat from that play tonight. He'd be like, oh, I almost got 2 kills.
Yeah, that's
terrifying.
That really could have swung back to Thailand. And you know, what's even worse there is that neither Wins nor AKM had to drop their own ults in response. So kind of a snowball forming here from France. And what we saw from them yesterday was once they got an ult advantage, they were very, very good at chaining that into a series of teamfight victories and having a lot of control.
Oh, absolutely. On board with Kurlos now as he gets ready for the Primal Rage to go in. Puts that biotic grenade on Titawat to just try to keep him a little bit safer, and it looks like Thailand has managed to stabilize for the moment, but France is going to come back into this with a pretty big ult advantage, and soon, ooh, that pulse bomb didn't get anybody, but it was close. Thailand had to scatter in a hurry there. NZNR goes down, though, courtesy of Unko. Soon gets low, but he's going to be okay. France trying to get onto the point right now. There's the EMP. Apudo looking to capitalize. This time, the sound barrier for France was held a bit longer, so they can come in back into this one a little bit stronger.
Yeah, Apudo's just not getting the hacks onto the targets he needs because the Lucio dropping the beat at the end, and he was trying to get the right-click hack onto him, but wasn't quite there before the animation finished, and that allows France to really stick into this fight.
Another pulse bomb up for soon. Gets the kill onto Mickey's mech as well, and He's going to look for Kurlos here with that. Maybe gets it. Oh, Kurlos walking away. That pulse bomb not really sticking. Did force the Ana maybe into a rough position. They're going to give NZNR the nano boost this time. That's not generally the nano boost target you want, and he's not able to get a lot with it. He gets a rifle butt to the face, courtesy of AKM instead, and France continuing to roll forward here.
Soon does get hacked, so he's unable to escape from the Lucio. Trying to continue pushing this, but they're still a little bit light in terms of the push power, especially, oh, well, the catch back onto Apudo as the translocator was in the back, so Thailand has to regroup at the moment. They're going to have to do it against AKM's TAC visor.
You know, Pudo's EMPs, he had the one good one at the start, but since then they have not been getting a lot done, and now AKM wants to close this one out right here, right now, with the TAC visor, just unloading damage into Titowatt. France has that sound barrier as well now to keep everybody up, and Thailand scrambling just to hold the payload where it is. They've got the respawns now, but they need a bit more. They need to win the fight, and right now, France is the team getting the kills.
Yeah, they are, and they're still flanking around the back soon, trying to hunt down Kurlos here on the backside, and that's going to do it. Mickey, bit of a desperation self-destruct. How much time is he going to be able to buy?
Oh, soon hacked and very low right now. Oh, Apudo gets the kill. All right, so France sands soon, but they've still got a lot of other people on the point. Mickey popped out of the mech. That is not what Thailand needs right now, and France seems to be handling the respawns. It seems like it's only a matter of time.
Well, that was a good biotic grenade onto Nox, so he actually is going to be forced to pop that Primal Rage at the end. It doesn't actually have his HP lowered, but because both of the DPS from France died right there, it bought Thailand a lot of time. They were really lacking the damage to continue getting the picks and staggering off Thailand, so Thailand is stabilized as a result. Apudo really the big hero by killing AKM and Soon.
France really looked like they were going to be able to grind it out there, but right at the end, like you said, that biotic grenade setting up the better fight for Thailand, and now if you look at the ults up at the top of the screen, Thailand actually has a decent amount to work with.
Yeah, they do. Apudo hasn't been able to hit the right targets. France has been playing well with the line of sight to make sure they can still get some of their crucial abilities off after the EMP is used. So, tricky situation. Apudo's got to have a good one here. He's going to be coming in from behind. Can he get Unco?
Yeah, maybe. Nope. There's the Transcendence. He knew that Sombra was coming in, so no EMP just yet for Apudo. Is going to save that one. France does have to back up just a little bit. Coming in now, starting to run out of time. Thailand's held pretty well here.
Yeah, and because AKM died, they were not really willing to go ahead and use that EMP. In fact, they baited out the Transcendence, and now it's going to be really tough as Wins goes down.
Yeah, that looked like a self-destruct that was going to get a kill, and sure enough, Wins gets caught with that at the end, and France now in a position where they may not even finish their attack on King's Row. Apudo still has that EMP as well. Titowatt does get tagged, gets stuck, but the heal is there. Pulse, or EMP rather, comes through in the nick of time. They kept Titowatt up for the moment. France coming in, last-ditch effort to try to push this one all the way. The VIP parking spot is so close, but Thailand with a chance here to maybe hold France to just 2 points.
How is Win staying alive right now?
No idea. They just weren't shooting him. Things just weren't connecting, man. Overtime ticking away so fast now. France leaves the point for 1 second. That's going to be it. Nico does go down. Titowatt with the Primal Rage pushes him back, and Thailand, despite getting pretty heavily rolled for the first 2 points, manages to stabilize and hold France to 2.
Well, Apudo really played well on that last point.
Oh, yeah.
His kills onto Soon and AKM just gave them the ult advantage and the man advantage that they needed with those closer respawns to hold out until the end. And today, we do see Pennies and Kurlos not having the same problems of dying first in a lot of these fights. So it looks like Thailand went back, rediscussed their strategies, and found a better way to protect their supports, because that was really the trouble for them in the first couple of maps yesterday.
Well, point A was a bit concerning in that category, because they did get in there, that France did kill the supports, but then when it got to streets, Thailand, you can see, kind of pulled back, played a little bit more defensively, and then on point C, I mean, yeah, that's a tough one to push through anyway, no matter who you're playing against, but Thailand really kind of stabilizing, and it's good to see these guys kind of starting off where they left off in their match yesterday, looking like they're kind of picking things up and continuing to prove each map.
Yeah, Titowatt has actually been doing quite well also. His Primal Rage timings have been good, and he's been at least able to get into the backline of France more and more frequently.
Yeah. And it looks like we're missing somebody on Team Thailand for the moment.
Yeah, possibly Kurlos may have dropped from this game right now, so we'll see if he's going to get back in. It looks like we are going to be going to a short pause. And France, you know, they couldn't quite finish out this map, so Thailand definitely has an opportunity to come back and make this one work.
Doesn't look like Team Thailand is too phased by any of this.
I don't think they were phased by anything.
No. I mean, it's hard to be in a bad mood when Mickey's on your team, you know? Yeah. Good start for them, though. It's got to feel good because, again, you know, we heard the desk talk about it. You know, we talked about it a bit. You know, I talked to Mickey this morning. The confidence level for Team Thailand coming into this one is certainly not high. But you have a round like that where, you know, it looks a little bit rough and you come together as a team. You hold a team like France at the very end. And you got to be feeling good going into that attack round. Yeah, I think feels Goodman.
I think you do. Yeah. It's all right. The Chinese fans memeing for us here.
Oh yeah.
But I believe if we are going to see France hold on to the composition that they're showing right now, it's a bit interesting to me because they like to run obviously AKM on that Soldier 76, particularly on points where there is a high ground opportunity to defend. But right now he's going to be on the Diva, so it looks like they're going to be playing Nico on the Genji instead, which I do find a little bit strange given that how Rogue typically plays on a map like Hollywood, especially for that first point defense. But we'll see what happens. Kurlas is back in the game now, and we are going to unpause, so that's a little bit of a delay.
That's not edible Apudo, no. Napkins are not food.
Well, I am curious too, because usually when we see the Sombra on attack on the first point of Hollywood, you do see that longer flank around the left side, so you can hack that mega health pack.
Right, down the little room.
Yeah, before you dive in or try and get all the way around into the bottom of the cafe and try and hack the small health pack there as well. So France looking pretty darn mobile here. So they're going to be valuing that mobility over having the longer sight lines and damage on the Soldier. And we'll see how it works out for them.
Mickey swapping over to that Soldier 76 at the very end. We've been seeing him play a little bit. Obviously, his Diva's stronger, but, you know, again, this is a team that's used to kind of having that 76 around. Let's see if Apudo can get to that health pack. So far, so good. He gets the hack off. First objective complete for Thailand's attack strategy.
Interesting. So they're actually doubling back right now and coming around the side instead. So Tracer going all the way back, actually losing the duel with Soon and Unko in the back lines. And
that's going to be the cue for France to dive in. They know they've got the man advantage. They know Stormbra's a little bit out of position as well. Kurlas backing off, Nico throwing in, and Thailand kind of back to the drawing board for a moment.
They certainly have the range advantage, Thailand, here with that Soldier 76. So they can do a pretty standard approach, or they can either go up the staircase on the left-hand side and try and just shoot people into the cafe from the other point. But Nico posted up right now, and they're actually just going to go straight in and have Mickey fire across the point entirely.
Titawatt really far forward. He does get the kill on Nico. Big pick. France trying to equalize, though. They're going to give Nox the nano boost, and he does get the kill onto Kurlos because of it. Back to the cafe. France a little bit scattered. Unko really low. He goes down. Titawatt with another kill. Been playing so well this series already. Soon, though, does get the revenge. And Thailand will start building the control meter on point A.
Yeah, 10 HP for Nox right there. So he could not re-engage and try and take that point back.
Yeah, he might as well be dead. Pulse Bomb not accomplishing a whole lot. Mickey does pop AKM out of his Diva suit. And they do seem to be having a pretty solid thing on the point. Well, France coming back with the sound barrier. Maybe they've got a chance to turn this one around. AKM falling immediately. He was only the mini Diva, though, so that's not a big surprise. Nico, though, dying again to Titawatt, and there's the EMP from Apudo. So Thailand trying to capitalize on this, and France's last-ditch effort for a defense may come back to haunt them. Soon on the way out now, and if he dies, ooh, that's going to be rough. He gets hacked, goes down to NZNR, and Thailand with a chance to maybe gain a bit of momentum here going into streets.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, they had to invest a lot in order to get that point, but France also wins popping that sound barrier a bit late, trying to buy Nico time to get off the Dragon Blade. But again, Nico has died early on these attacks every point so far, and that is actually really hurting France because they find themselves at a crucial ultimate available to get these defenses rolling. And now Thailand is going to have an opportunity for basically to gain control over the forward high ground here and start really controlling the checkpoint or the choke points here on the doors.
And the other thing is Nico's been dying to Titawatt nearly every time. I mean, he's been doing a great job of controlling that Genji with the Winston. Up on the high ground now, gets the sound barrier. Good thing, too, because he was about to go down to that Soldier. Mickey looking for a target, finds AKM. Titawatt with another kill courtesy of that Primal Rage. And France trying to get in the back lines of Thailand, but they've lost their front line. And even though Soon gets that kill onto Mickey, that payload might keep moving pretty soon here. Yeah, it's going to go. NZNR with 2.
Yeah, too many of the members of France died early in that fight as they had a hard time even getting back to the payload for the attack based on Thailand's positioning. And that's a lot of free movement from the cart as...
Oh, stick? No, didn't quite get what he was looking for. NZNR going to have to wait to build another ultimate, but that payload is nearly to the end of the second point here on Hollywood. Pulse bomb this time. Now the Dragon Blade comes out for Nico. NZNR trying to find a way to cut him down. Titowat dies. Nico with 2, and France going to get a little bit of defensive stability.
Finally, Nico has an opportunity to actually use the Dragon Blade, which he had been holding on to for quite some time.
Yep.
Thailand is going to be coming back, though, with a nice Sombra EMP available to them, and France are trying to get up to the tactical visor right now, but I think that EMP, if they play it right and can get on top of that saloon where AKM and Nox are, may be able to hit him out before that can actually happen. So,
yep. Well, AKM does go down early. Titowat, man, so aggressive here. Apudo, is he going to find a good EMP here? He's going to try. Gets the kill on the wins immediately, and I'd say that's a pretty good EMP. Nice hack there onto Nox as well. Mickey going to finish off that one soon in the back lines with not a lot of support, and that payload is moving. Looks like that's going to be point B, taken by Thailand. And, well, AKM, last-ditch effort. Nico jumped in there. Let's see if the DPS can hold this one a bit more. Apudu going for the attack visor. Actually, AKM going down. He went for the attack visor. Didn't work out, but that bought enough time for France to come back in. And they have stopped this payload just before the end of point 2.
The question is for how long. Mickey just going to go ahead and pop the attack visor right now. They're going to use absolutely everything in their ultimate bank. So it's actually good for France. They forced out more than they actually had to use for Thailand to take this particular point. And that's another ultimate down. That
was a very excessive stick. That Ana had like 5 health, man. But it feels good. I get it. It feels good, NZNR.
Yeah, but even so, France is actually going to come out with an advantage. They contested a point they probably weren't going to be able to hold, but Thailand had to use so much just to go ahead and push that point through that now France is going to probably have a pretty strong defense here in the studio phase of Hollywood.
Yeah, I guess the commitment from Thailand was just saying, you know, we want to get this right now. We want to give ourselves as much time as we can to finish this attack round and win Hollywood, but they didn't really get the time they were looking for. So yeah, now they go into it. France having an ult advantage. They need to have a fight to force them out. Huge EMP for Apudo. 2 health on the outside. Nico, though, has that Dragon Blade, not finding the targets he's looking for besides Mickey. Are they going to get enough here? Thailand still with the man advantage. NZNR not going to get a lot of damage done with that sound barrier. It's on both sides, though. And if he can get that pulse bomb up, maybe he can find something.
Yeah, we are going to see the attack visor maybe eventually come in here. There it is. AKM going to use that, but how much can he actually get here? So
yeah.
One man holding this angle.
Soon with the kill on NZNR, and I gotta say, NZNR's pulse bombs have not been my favorite pulse bombs ever. He kind of tends to just lob them in there as soon as he gets it, and hasn't been doing Thailand any favors. They're still gonna push that payload though. Mickey's got the attack visor, gonna go ahead and use it to try to take advantage of Soon being a little bit exposed here. Nice barrier by Nox though. That shield really kind of saving the team from that attack visor. Nico gets 1 kill so low though. Apudo looking for the kill, finds it. Now Nox possibly the next victim here, and it looks like he will be. The shield comes down for the moment. They got to get rid of it. The payload through already, though. And now Titowat dropping his own Winston shield. That payload is nearly there. They have to go 2 meters to beat France. Taking a map off France would be insane, and they've nearly got it. Nico coming in, desperately trying to get that Dragon Blade, but he gets hacked by Apudo. Goes down. NZNR with the 2 kill, and France on their last legs here, and they are going to not be able to stop Thailand. Thailand taking the first map of this series.
Well, again, though, we talked about it. When Thailand's been running Apudo on that Sombra, they have looked significantly stronger. That was the groove they got into yesterday, and there wasn't really an answer for France right there. They came into the final point with a big ultimate advantage, but they sort of squandered it. They dumped everything at the start of the defense, and then they ran out of gas. Apudo repeatedly getting up the EMP, and Thailand coming through with a big first win.
We're seeing a lot of support play the games lately. I cannot complain, but man, now you're Team Thailand, right? You've won the first map, and what was, well, it's probably going to be an 0-4 from the Thailand perspective. Now you're like, hey, maybe we got a chance here.
Well, absolute Robot Wars.
That's my guess. Here we go on to Village. We're gonna have Thailand in the red and France in the blue. Unko on that Zenyatta, as usual these days. Apudo on the other side, on the Sombra. Village is one of those maps where you do have some health pack access, but it's not something you see quite as often on this point.
You definitely don't see the Sombra very often, particularly on Village, but I guess Thailand figures that this is working so well for them.
Apudo's already got his EMP. Look at that, goes in. Did he catch a lot of people with that one? I'm not so sure.
They got enough. I mean, they got Soon right there. Kurlos able to pick up the kill, and so Thailand's going to move straight onto the point and get this early capture. France not even really having a chance to contest it as Wins has to run away right now. Nico did actually manage to get back into his
Oh, that hurts. Yeah, Nico not able to keep Wins alive there on the retreat, and so that's going to be an even slower start for the next push from France.
Wins did get a lot of ult charge, though. Lots of Healy coming through, so a quick sound barrier for him, but that's going to be answered pretty rapidly by, of course, the ultimate from Kurlos on the Zenyatta. So support ult for support ult available, and
yeah. There we go, NZNR on that Tracer once more as France tries to go for the attack. There's the sound barrier for France as they go in. Thailand trying to hold this point. There's the Transcendence now. Soon does find the kill onto Mickey's mech with that Pulse Bomb. That's a big one to get out of the way. And AKM able to save that tack visor. Looks like France is going to be able to flip this one pretty easily.
Yeah, that was right after Nico went ahead, ditched the Diva, went on the Genji instead. So France coming out with the triple DPS, trying to get onto that backline quickly. And Apudo getting killed nearly instantaneously by AKM. Starts the cascade that causes France to flip the point. So
he's built the second EMP much slower too.
Well, yeah, it died.
that certainly contributes. Yep. And he's coming in. He's got the sound barrier. There's a breakdown. A Transcendence immediately from Thailand, but a little bit late as Nico does fall. AKM on the run. That's another kill for Mickey. Mickey back with the Wrath of the Diva. And soon you gotta run, man. You gotta blink. Mickey's coming for you. Thailand trying to flip that point back again.
Soon just running out of gas, though, just attempting to contest the point for as long as he can.
Yep.
Thailand, they only had to drop the Primal Rage right there. So France, AKM was killed with the Tactical Visor still up. A very decisive assault there onto the high ground by Mickey and Titawat. Thailand is going to feel very comfortable just delaying this point, probably till at least 99%. If France tries to get on it, they have to deal with the self-destruct and they have to deal with the EMP, which is a pretty dangerous combination.
Speaking of EMP, Apudo right there drops the EMP. Going to go after Nox immediately. That Pulse Bomb not connecting for NZNR, though. Kurlos does find the kill onto Nox in the end. Unko on the run, a little bit exposed, and AKM with that tack visor needs to go big, but oh, it's the line of sight blockers. Just like every World of Warcraft PvPer's worst nightmare. It exists in Overwatch 2, guys. Kurlos with 2 kills towards the end. Soon gets the revenge return kill. Maybe France can flip it. Wow, a bit of a brawl, but France comes out with a point in the end.
Yeah, they didn't actually catch very many of the DPS with the EMP. That's what you needed to get, but all the same, Thailand gonna run right back onto the point, see if they can flip it, and that's gonna be a punch to the face onto Soon.
That's right, and Panny's so close to that sound barrier. If he can get it, they can use this to push. They don't even need it. Wow, what an ultimate to have for this next push, and they are just going to play this point aggressively now, it looks like.
France staggered themselves horribly
at
the end of this, so their ability to even contest this is going to be really called into question.
All right. Here comes Nico, needs a big Dragon Blade. It's going to be tough, though. Oh, they can't even get to it. What?
He was hacked at the end.
I guess,
I mean, they were staggered really badly, and if you looked at what happened at the start of that, there really wasn't a way for them to get back onto the point, because Panties came in, and he did enough damage to Soon on the Tracer and booped her away that he had to rewind, so he wasn't getting onto the point, and at the end right there, the Genji tries, but at the hack at the end makes sure that he can't even contest and send it into overtime, so we're seeing a map where Thailand is all of a sudden 1 point shy of taking a shocking 2-0 in this series.
Yeah. Suddenly, if you're France, you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
We got problems, guys. If Thailand wins here on Shrine, they are going to force at least a 2-2, which is huge. And that kind of throws Group B completely out of whack at that point.
Yeah, absolutely it does. And I'm going to go on to Shrine now, and it's a new look. So AKM on the Diva, Nico going to be playing the Genji, so no more triple DPS, a little bit more conservative style of composition. Pudo just refuses to leave the Sombra, but I think the Sombra is better on this point.
If it's not broke, don't fix it. Or if it's not hacked, hack it? I don't know how that works with Sombra. Soon, looking for some more targets. Kryllos gets a little bit low. Early strikes coming in for France, but there are kills on both sides. Point opens up, and France the first team there, but they don't have the numbers advantage. Pudo again with a really quick EMP. Unko kind of on his own right now. Soon gets hacked. Ooh, he got that recall. Ooh, he actually did get hacked, even though he did recall. So Thailand will claim the point first, it looks like.
And we've seen this before on Nepal, Doa. When you have a Sombra, you can hack the Megas on both sides of the point. And not to mention that France has to walk through this huge open area to really get anywhere. It is so easy if you control the point to get the big EMP off on this point, on Shrine.
Absolutely. Have to hope you're kind of behind a pillar or something. There's the EMP coming in right now for Thailand. They need that follow-up. Unko falls immediately, as Zenyatta's often do after that Sombra ult. Kills on both sides once again. Soon trying to get into the point, trying to just get some sort of control meter built up. Trying to flip it a little bit. He did get the pulse bomb onto Mickey, I believe. Mickey, popped out of the mech by that ultimate from Tracer. NZNR has to back away. It's turned into a bit of a brawl. That EMP not working out like Thailand would have hoped. And with the cleanup coming from Nico, France will flip it.
Yeah, it's been a back and forth match on control between these two teams, and EMP came down, but most of the DPS were not actually caught in the blast. France has been pretty evasive when it comes to getting hit by the EMP. They have to get Soon and Nico down and quash their movement abilities if they really want to make the most use of this Sombra.
Time to break it down. Support ults coming out on both sides. Thailand trying to storm back in. They're chasing. They've got Nox a bit isolated. NZNR with the pulse bomb not finding any victims. Pudo does go down though. That is big, and Nico's got the Dragon Blade as soon as the opening presents itself. France with a few ultimates to use here too. They're trying to save them as long as possible because Thailand, okay, they're going to actually commit the Transcendence here. That's going to cause a sound barrier to come out from France. And Nico with that Dragon Blade pulls it out right as the Transcendence ends, but can't get a lot of kills anyway. Unko does find the kill on Kryllos, the opposing Zenyatta, and Thailand still struggling a little bit to get that control meter built up to try to flip it. Nico staying alive for a long time here. But now, now that Titowat comes in on the Winston, that's going to be about that. But Soon still back on the point. Man, this is turned in.
He's going to get hacked. Actually, no, he hits the huge pulse bomb.
Jeez.
Wow, the hack would look like it was going to complete, but instead, pulse bomb into the rewind, and he catches the D-suited Mickey.
What a clutch play by Soon.
Absolutely clutch right there. That could have easily turned back in Thailand's favor. Instead, France, after a very chaotic fight, managed to take a big lead right here. Only NZNR with that pulse bomb, and that's not a lot to work with, especially when Unko is going to get Transcendence up, a much more impactful ultimate. He's going to pop it immediately.
Wow, France getting aggressive. They know they're close to taking this one, but Nox gets booped off. Good opening for Thailand to come in. They're going to dedicate the sound barrier as well. They've nearly got the point flipped over. 98, 99, right before 99%. Thailand will take it. Crucially, Nox booped off the edge by Panties right as that fight starts, and that was a big problem for France.
France thought they were going to get the drop on them by getting the early attack, but when Nox invested his jump in, he just got knocked off. No cooldown to get him back off the ledge.
And didn't have the Primal Rage.
Now you're getting to a point where Pudo's got the health pack hacks. They've got a huge advantage. They're going to have to walk across this open ground once again for the EMP.
All right, trying to come in, seeing what they can do. Thailand back on the point now as France comes in. There's the self-destruct. NZNR, unfortunately for Thailand, does get caught by that. And Nico with the Dragon Blade. Can he find another target? Got the kill onto Panties. There's the EMP though, but where's the follow-up? Immediately Unko runs for cover, or floats for cover, I guess. Pudo still looking for more hacks, dies too soon, and France looks like they might be able to flip this one back here. I don't know. Pulse bomb coming in. There's the Transcendence. Thailand keeping people up. Pudo back to life. Now he's going to be back in the fight very quickly. And Soon really trying to put France on his back and carry it in this round here. Nico helping out though as well. Gets a couple kills, and it looks like they're able to reclaim the point. Thailand needs to get there. We're into overtime already, and I don't know. Okay, they get NZNR there just in time.
Trying to wait
a bit more.
AKM still picking up the kill though, and that's really going to be it for Thailand.
Yep.
Looked very good, 99 to 97, such a back and forth map, but France should be able to clean this up and go ahead and take Shrine.
Yeah, those are the kills they need. Thailand losing too many people, and France will tie things up here on Nepal.
Really credit to France, though. They played much better against the Sombra on
Definitely.
that point. When it came to having that EMP up, they knew exactly when it was, and they were splitting up their DPS, taking different flank routes around the side of the point, and then they were converging around that central pillar and never giving line of sight to that Sombra until she was actually, dead, or several members of the Thai team were dead, and that made Oputo's decision-making around that EMP much more difficult. And
yeah,
it did come out very, very late as a result. They tried to bait it out with AKM, but...
I think you got to give a lot of credit to Soon on that round as well.
Yeah.
Those pulse bombs he had, some of the plays just staying alive on the point, really are what enabled France to kind of make a run at that one. I think without Soon, this would have already been a 2-0 for Thailand on Nepal.
Yeah, absolutely. Really, really close regardless. And
yep.
Nobody's going to really be changing up except for Mickey. He's back on the Soldier right now.
Nico checking things out, seeing what he can see. Soon already with the kill on NZNR. I mean, in the Battle of Tracers, no doubt Soon is the best there. And yeah, Thailand already forced back to spawn pretty much.
AKM
with the kill on the
Pudo. Actually, that's really huge as well. It's great to have Sombra if you can actually get her onto the point and hack the big health back. And if you're not going to be able to pull that off immediately, then it becomes much more difficult. So Nico sneaking around right now. 2 big picks for France to get that early edge.
Well, the momentum has definitely shifted here. Thailand now looking a lot more hesitant as far as their engages coming into this point on Sanctum. Mickey on the outside, back on the Soldier 76 once more. NZNR falls to Soon yet again. Mickey gets the kill in revenge, and they're going to need a little bit more. Goodbye, Genji.
They're getting a lot more, actually.
Yeah, France actually losing people. Mickey slammed against the wall. Ouch. Yeah, that is rough. And Thailand pushed back in the end.
Terrible, terrible violence right there.
No kidding. I thought this was rated T for teen. That was a mature circumstance there. Well, anything's mature with Soldier 76, I guess. Man, that's a given when you got that guy in there.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Well, that's another big pick. Thailand is just
pretty good.
The France has gotten so...
Hello, I'm dead.
Yeah, many opening kills in this map so far that it's going to be very difficult for them to have really any opportunity, barring some huge EMP, but they're ready for this. You can see they're all spread out right now.
He missed, I was going to say, he missed Nox right behind him. Can't quite get the hack off. There's the, nice onto Kurlos from Soon. That pulse bomb really doing some work. France going to dedicate the Transcendence to this fight. AKM with a sick kill on the Mickey with those Helix rockets, and Thailand seems to be falling apart a little bit here. France is coming together. One of those two, any way you slice it, no pun intended, France is winning this one pretty handily.
Well, this is just what happens when you have 3 back-to-back fights on a control point where you lose somebody before the fight even begins, right? Yeah. They got delayed so much by France's opening picks that this is looking very one-sided.
Ooh, yeah. All right, and Mickey's trying to find some people in his sights, but the sound barrier comes out in response for France.
Oh, he got booped off. Nox actually fell to his death.
I feel like I've seen this one before. In Thailand, with an opportunity, they flipped the point back at 99%. But if you're France, you're not super worried about this. You've got time to build some ults, come back and retake it.
Yeah, you do, but it is going to be trickier when you don't have the health back control thanks to the Sombra. Finally, Thailand has gotten some presence, and they can play a more aggressive defense on the map than what we saw from them earlier.
True enough. And Mickey getting taken out early on. That's not a good start for Thailand if they want to keep this hold going. Soon with another pulse bomb. Oh, but this time NZNR comes back with a bit of revenge. Nico returning fire for France, and they are on the point. They're flipping it back. They've got it. We're into overtime, and if France is able to hold Thailand, that's going to be Nepal. And I guess that's Nepal.
Yeah, Mickey tried to get back into the point with the Diva switch, but not enough. So after 2 very back and forth points, we do see France take the 3rd.
Yep.
And that'll be a victory for them on Nepal.
Man, play of the match for Soon. I would say player of the match as well. Yes. I mean, really on Shrine, keeping France in this one and helping kind of turn the tide to tie up this series.
It was a bit shaky. I mean, you did get worried for France after that first point on Nepal and after their loss on Hollywood, but it seems like they're playing and communicating much better around the
circular part of that one. So is this just a heavy-duty space Roomba? Are there weights in there to make it heavier at low gravity?
Are we even sure it's a Roomba?
It's true. You never know what it's for. You never know when that thing's gonna crawl up the wall and then like drop on your head. Maybe that's what it's for.
Maybe that's what it's for. Death from above.
I think we figured it out. That's right. Well, here we go, guys.
Unco is actually going to be playing the Sombra this time, so finally they're pulling something new out, and they are going to get back onto Kurlos immediately.
Yeah, Unco going for it. Gets hit with that Discord. Has to go ahead and get back with the translocator. Meanwhile, the fight continues. AKM going down. Good start for Team Thailand. Wins looking low, looking dead as well as Mickey picks that one up with the charge. Thailand with an early start in this attack round.
That was really awkward from France, actually, that they made such a concerted effort to push forward right after the translocator had been used from Unco. So he was not there to support them, and Thailand take a pretty quick advantage, even though Unco did get a lot of ult charge from that compared to Opudo. They're not even going to be able to defend the point. 7-15.
It was really close, right? Unco made a big commitment to take out Kurlos, and he nearly did. If that had happened, France would have held, no doubt, and we'd be still watching Thailand try to take point A. But it didn't work out. Thailand's got it, and now they have all the time in the world. EMP goes down for Unco. France just trying to hold. Kurlos finally does get dropped here. NZNR on the side. Unco a little bit low himself, and Thailand with a chance here to maybe push forward. Well, losing a Pudo, though. They may have to back off. And the thing is, at this point, you have all the time in the world. Yeah. You don't really need to get a lot done other than building ult charge for the next couple pushes.
Look, if you're Thailand, you know the only person who got ult charge on that first fight was Unco. And when you see that EMP go down and Opudo has his, you're going to be really confident. Just pull back, go ahead. You know you're going to have an ult economy advantage right here. And Unco going to come around the side, did get his EMP back up. And he's going to get EMP'd. He gets hacked before he can pull it off. That's huge.
Uh-oh. Problems for Team France as Thailand comes in with the earlier EMP. And they are going to get some percentage going.
Was so good for Thailand right there. Unco tried to sneak around. France is going to come back with an EMP and a Dragon Blade, though, so they're not done yet.
Yeah, we'll see if they can hold it. There's a sound barrier. Waited for that. The hack didn't come in on the panty, so he was able to drop the support ult. Nico goes down very quickly. Thailand forced away from the point for the moment, but they are fighting back. NZNR with that kill onto Unco, still alive on the point right now. Nox does stomp Opudo with the self-destruct coming in from Mickey. Thailand tries to gain a little bit more percentage, up to 70 already here on point B. They've got the second tick, so even as France starts to push them back here, very successful push for Thailand.
And that's the crucial part. They spent most of that push sitting just below the second tick, so they were able to push it right back up towards the end, and they leave themselves with an entire 5 minutes to get a paltry 33% left on this map. So Thailand definitely still in this one. Found a nice opportunity there as Unco took the flank and got hacked in return, and that snowballed nicely for Thailand.
Well, they're not only in this one, they're in a great position to finish with a good time if they can kind of keep doing what they've been doing for these last few pushes. NZNR dying there doesn't really help. Unco's going to drop the EMP, and it looks like France going to hold this one, but again, we're in that position once more where Thailand just wants to build some ult charge.
That's right. Thailand can play this so conservatively right now. They can wait for a 6-ult push. And basically, France doesn't have a choice. As Unco goes down right there, this actually could be a good opening. Mickey's going to switch to the soldier.
Interesting. All right, they're going in. Opudo again with that EMP, and all they need is that one tick, just 33%.
He doesn't want them to know he's on the soldier right now.
Yeah. Oh, that's potentially a lot of damage that France doesn't account for if he's able to sneak in.
Opudo didn't die right there somehow. There he goes.
There's the EMP. Unco. Yeah, he did get the kill on the Titawat. NZNR, though, if he can get the kill on the Nox, and it's going to be tough now that the Primal Rage has come out. But look at, they're so close, 92.9%, and they're getting the kills. There's the EMP, though, coming in from Unco. Thailand still trying to hold this one. They've got the kills to do it. Can they handle the respawns? Getting Nox might seal the deal. It does. Thailand with 3:57. Nearly 4 minutes left on the clock. A crushing attack round for Thailand.
Thailand just did so well right there. And again, it's incredibly difficult to pull that out if you're France. Once you're down the 2 points, you see Nico right there not looking too happy with their performance. They know it's going to take a lot to bring back Horizon. But yeah, if you're already down those 2 points, you have to throw your ults out. And eventually, you're going to have a weaker ult economy as long as the team is patient. They have 5 minutes to get one tick.
Yeah. I mean, That's the thing. You could almost kind of close your eyes and cast the rest of that one just based on the amount of time Thailand had to work with there.
It was going to take really a Herculean effort from France not to get that taken away from them, and unfortunately they couldn't even stall out for very long because of Unko's death, and then Thailand flipping over to the Soldier 76 where they took control of the high ground, and they had that longer range damage. So France has got their work cut out for them for sure. Thailand, it's like they are going to just go ahead and sit here on the Sombra some more. I'm not a big fan, I have to say, of Kurlos going to be on the Ana right here, because the only target he will have to nano boost is Titawat. So that can make things, you know, you can't get the big team wipes that you could with combinations of some other ults, and also using the primal rage with the nano boost is not very effective. So
you know, you could argue that this defensive comp is made to sort of exploit the fact that the climbing room, point A, is a really small area, and so you have things like Biotic Grenade that have a huge impact, and when you combine that with the option to EMP from Apudo, you've got a lot of ways to quickly clear out the enemy team when they come into that small point. So I can see the logic behind it, but you're right as far as the nano boost goes. I mean, it's going to be Titawat or bust, basically.
Yeah, really low damage overall for Thailand. So very defensive composition.
You got to depend on those things we talked about, like the EMP, like the Biotic Grenade, to sort of soften up the enemy team. France
moving back, though, to a triple DPS.
Yep.
Squishier, but definitely with a higher damage output. And NZNR scouting around the side right now. You can see already health packs secured along the perimeter.
Well, he's finding soon, and the duel begins yet again. Apudo already hacked the health pack, though. They're focusing him. Kurlos died so fast at the beginning, though. Rough start for Thailand. Can they maybe hold on to the point here? With a kill on to Soon, they might be able to, but already France nearly has 2/3 of point A. Yeah, Thailand might have to give this one up even quicker than they took it last round.
Yeah, very decisive. The pick early on, just a little bit too much for them to handle. Lost a lot of their healing as a result of Kurlos dying, and even though Soon did go down as a result of the hack, there wasn't really any kind of follow-up that they could do.
Wow, and Thailand barely with any time to set up for the defense here on point B. Unko does go down early, so France, you know, again, they're not trying to take it right here, right now. They're trying to build ult charge, but man, AKM with 2 kills already, they may have some time to actually get some good percentage going. I
mean, look at those Helix rockets. That's definitely what AKM is known for, nearly taking out the Tracer. Nico coming up with the Dragon Blade, and France is going to have a very strong opportunity to go ahead and take this point.
A first tick taken immediately by France, so already a great start. And again, you know, we're going to say the same thing we basically said during Thailand's attack round, where France can just pull back and play this one conservatively.
Yeah, but the fact that Thailand got 2 kills on the backside of the attack is actually crucial, because if France had been able to stabilize and come back in, against Attack Visor and against a Dragon Blade with no defensive ultimates, Panny's still very far away from a sound barrier.
Yeah.
Difficult to hold in that big open area, so at least Thailand getting some more time to get some of their crucial support ults up.
I'm surprised Kurlos is still sticking with the Ana now. He's nearly got that nano boost, so he's going to need to use it. Wondering if he's going to switch later. Soon didn't find the kills with that pulse bomb that he was looking for, and now he's got to run. Well, AKM taken out by Titawat in that primal rage. France just backing off once again. They're going to be able to come into this next push with a pretty huge ult advantage, though.
Problem for France, though, is that they've allowed Apudo to get his EMP once again. So AKM dying at the start of that fight, another hindrance for France, even though they do have a wealth of ultimates available to them.
Oh, Nico barely staying alive there. Unko with the finishing blow onto Titawat, and they are going to come in with the Transcendence. France storming onto the point, still plenty of ults to work with, and there is the Nano Visor coming out for Mickey. Got that Nano Boost from Kurlos, cut down, though, by Nico, and France in a great position to possibly close this one out with an even better time than Thailand got. They're trying to stay on the point. They are desperate now. Sound barrier for France. They want to end this round right here, right now, and they will. 5 minutes on the clock. Wow. So as good as the attack round was for Thailand, that may have actually been the fastest attack round I've ever seen on Lunar Colony.
Yeah, I think it is the fastest one we've seen so far at this